Yo, what's up guys, it's King Sean here, and in today's video, we will be talking about the Commanders signing kicker Matt Gay and what this means for the kicker competition, and we also made a corresponding move that was kind of a surprise to me, so I'll talk about that in today's video as well. But before we do, make sure y'all leave a like down below, subscribe if you're not already subbed up, turn on notifications, and with that out of the way, let's get straight into today's video. Alright, so it was reported earlier today that the Commanders are signing former Colts and Rams kicker Matt Gay to a one-year deal that is worth up to $5 million and is $4 million guaranteed, or $4.5 million guaranteed. It is the highest guaranteed money for a kicker on a one-year deal in NFL history. So that doesn't sound like a guy that is not going to be our starting kicker day one. Like, it sounds like with the amount of money we've gave Matt Gay, he's going to be our starting kicker week one. And, you know, I kind of wish we had a kicker competition because I was kind of surprised when we cut Zane Gonzalez. Like, I thought we would just bring in competition for him. I wanted a young kicker. I wanted to sign a UDFA kicker. I know Andreas Borregales went in the 6th round. Pretty sure he got drafted by the Patriots, and then the Ravens drafted a kicker in the 6th round as well, right? So 2 kickers got drafted. I know Ryan Fitzgerald got picked up by some team. I want to say it was the Jets, but he got picked up by some team in undrafted free agency. We worked him out, knew we were super interested in him, so he was off the board. So a lot of the UDFA kickers were off the board, so that kind of told me that we probably weren't going to sign a UDFA kicker, and more likely than not, we were probably going to have to sign a kicker from free agency, which we did. But I really thought that we were going to have a kicker competition, you know, bring someone else in to have a competition with Zane Gonzalez, not just straight up cut Zane. But I don't mind because we did need an upgrade over Zane Gonzalez. He wasn't bad last year, but he wasn't amazing like during the playoffs. Obviously, the doink to the divisional round, like, it was a 30-some yard field goal, and he still doinked it off the crossbar. Luckily, or the upright, sorry. Luckily, it went in, but if it didn't, we were going to go to overtime, and, you know, hopefully we had won the toss. But if we didn't, well, actually, in the playoffs, both teams possessed the ball, so, you know, I guess that wouldn't have mattered if we didn't win the toss. But, you know, you don't want to go to overtime in that situation. And it was an easy 30-some yard field goal. Should have made it with ease. Shouldn't have hit it off the upright, yet Zane still did so. So, you know, and he also missed a field goal in the Lions game. We were up by a bunch of points anyways, like 14 points. It was like 45-28 or 45-31, I want to say. So he missed it. Didn't really matter at the end, but still, like, we need a guy who is just super reliable, and Matt Gay may be the guy for us. Taking a look at Matt Gay's stats over the past couple of years, he signed a 4-year deal worth $22 million with Indy after the 2022 season. From 2020 to 2022, he was with the Rams, and he was really, really good with the Rams. 87.5% field goal percentage in 2020, 94.1% in 2021. He made the Pro Bowl in 2021, so that just tells you how good he was that season. And then in 2022, a 93.3% field goal percentage, which is really good as well. But with the Colts, he was a little underwhelming. I do remember in 2023, he was off to a hot start. He made every single field goal in the Ravens game. I want to say that was like week 5. He had 5 field goal attempts, made all 5 of them, including a game-winning field goal, and he had a 50-plus yarder in that game as well. So he was really good to start the season off in 2023, but he definitely tailed off midway through the season. And this past season, he wasn't great either. He was really good kicks below 50 yards, like from 20 yards to 49 yards, he was really good. But from 50 plus, wasn't really good at all. 3 for 9, 8 for 13 in 2023, 7 for 9 in 2022, 4 for 5 in 2021. So from 50 plus yards, he's not the worst, but he also isn't the best. Now, he does have a big leg. Like, he can kick it from 60 plus yards out, but he is inconsistent when it comes to hitting field goals from 50 plus yards out. But when it comes to kicks that are less than 50 yards, like I said before, Matt Gay is pretty much money. This past season was perfect from kicks from 20 to 49 yards. The year before that, 9 for 9, 20 to 29 yards, 9 for 10, 30 to 39 yards, 7 for 9, 40 to 49 yards, and he was really good in LA when it came to hitting kicks from less than 50 yards out as well. So Matt Gay, he has a big leg, and he is really consistent when it comes to hitting kicks that are less than 50 yards out. However, when it comes to hitting kicks that are 50 plus yards, not amazing at that, right? He could become more consistent, but it is good to have a guy that you know will more likely than not, like 9 times out of 10, will hit his kicks from 50 yards or less, because most of our field goals, like, we don't kick a bunch of long kicks. Most of our field goals are from like 49, 48 yards and in. We do not attempt a bunch of 50 plus yard kicks, and when we do, Austin Cyber didn't have a big leg, so he did miss a couple of them. I remember the one he hit against the Ravens, though, which was like 54, 55 yards, so that was nice. But, Zane Gonzalez, he didn't have a huge leg. Austin Cyber didn't have a huge leg. Matt Gay does. He just needs to become more consistent when it comes to 50-plus yard field goals. So that's one area he needs to improve on. And he's only 31. Kickers have long NFL careers, so he could get better at that. He can get more consistent at that. But again, it is nice to have a guy who we know is going to be pretty much money from 20 to 49 yards out. Matt Gay is also money when it comes to hitting extra points. 33 for 33 this past season, so 100%, which is really, really good. The year before, only missed 1 extra point. The year before that, only missed 1 extra point. And the year before that, he only missed 1 extra point as well. So he rarely misses extra points, which is really good. Obviously, I remember the Cowboys game when we had the chance to tie, and we really should have went for it there, or went for 2 there, but DQ decided to send the field goal unit out, and Austin Cyber missed the extra point, which was just heartbreaking to watch. I mean, that game was awful, but we had a chance late, and once again, we should have went for 2, but Cyber, he makes the extra point, which obviously sucked. He was placed on IR the day after the game. But it is good to have a guy that we know is going to make all of his extra points and should make all of his kicks below 50 yards, which is really, really good. We're probably not going to have a kicker competition now, which, I don't mind. All I hope now is that Matt Gay pans out and we never have to talk about the kicker position again, although this probably won't be the last time I talk about it or we talk about it ever again. So that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're not already subbed up, and turn on notifications. Comment down below your thoughts on the Commanders releasing Zane Gonzalez and signing former Colts and Rams kicker Matt Gay to a 1-year deal worth up to $5 million. And other than that, it's me, King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.